What's up, guys? So, our experiment has come to an end, and we are about to find out the results to my Govmint endeavor. I know a lot of people disagree with what I've done, and I've noticed that the larger my channel grows, the more people like to get on there and troll a little bit. But that's all right. That's fine because my channel does more good than harm, and I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy the people who enjoy commenting and actually putting in intelligent input or educated responses to the topics that we're discussing, and that makes it worthwhile for me. So, but anyway, this is the endeavor for the Govmint. We're gonna see how it works. I'm gonna do a review on them and kind of let you know how the experience went for me, and I'll let you know if I'll buy from them again. So let's find out what the silver looks like, of course, and obviously the packaging as well. They shipped it FedEx, so I had to block out a lot of stuff because there was just, there's stuff all over the place. But let's see what we got in here. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, not too thrilled about the packaging, because as you can see, it's just a tube just sitting in here, like this. Not extremely thrilled about that, but I don't know, man, I've never seen them shine through like that. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. These are 2017 Eagles, so they're coming through pretty tough. And as you can see, this is how they ship them, but I mean, the silver is in the tubes, and I know that if they ship singles, they ship them in sealed plastic, and I know they put a whole bunch of air bubbles in that stuff and whatnot. Hope nobody saw anything on that. I'll try to blur it out if you did. Not too big of a deal, I don't think. All right. So for those of you that don't believe me, though, cover this up. I got this tube, as you can see right here, for $3.79. 1 ounce tube Silver Eagle B roll 2017. I got it for $3.79. Now, I know a lot of people don't like that I did a payment plan for silver, but the way I'm looking at it is that here's the thing: you're buying silver, I'm buying silver, right? You only have enough money at one time to buy 15 ounces of silver. That's it. That's all you got, and that's great. That's a lot of silver. I'm not knocking that, but okay, I have enough to buy that 15 ounces of silver. I even have enough to buy 25 to 30 ounces of silver during that month, but it's going to put strain on me in other areas if I do that. What is the problem with splitting the payments up? There's no interest on it. You pay it in increments. I mean, at the end of the month, I have more silver than you do, and I didn't stress myself on paying too much. I'm not knocking anyone for your the way you buy silver, because I buy the silver the same way, but I just think it's kind of ridiculous to knock somebody for doing that when I'm not using a credit card. There's not interest building on it, so I'm not paying extra premiums than I have to on my silver. I wish people, and 98% of you have nothing to do with this, but I just wish people would, when you're putting out your opinion, would do it in an educated, from an educated stance, and make an argument for your point, but in a friendly way. I mean, arguments or disagreeing doesn't have to be an argument. It can just be 2 points that disagree with each other. And maybe one point will be better than the other, and with an educated argument or some a thought out process for your argument might get the other side to switch their opinion. But when you're just coming at them kind of negatively, I just don't understand the point of that. That's not being an adult at all. But whatever, it is what it is. I'm not trying to get on anybody too much, and and whatnot. I love all you guys and your support for my channel, and it really means a lot to me that you guys watch and take interest in the conversation and comment, and I find that so much fun. But let's take a look at these real quick, because that's what you're all waiting for. Bust these open. This isn't a mint sealed sleeve. It might be a mint sealed sleeve, but it doesn't have the mint sealed tape on it. So I'm just gonna open it up and see what we got, and see how the silver looks from Govmint, because it's, after all, what we're here for. Trying to do a review, guys. Get this open. All right. Let's move this over. So, 2017. Looking pretty good shape to me. Looks like real silver too. And these eagles look fresh. Alright. Probably should be using gloves because they're fresh out, but it's alright. Finally got my 2017s, guys. So, you know what? 20 ounces of silver for half the price, and I can save money in other areas. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think you can go wrong. I'm not saying go crazy and spend, $15,000 on a payment plan. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm just saying it's another way to add to your stack. That's all I'm getting at, guys. I just thought it was an interesting tool that maybe some people would like to use, and I still have this stupid thing sitting out here. So I'm going to either have to crop or blur that entire thing out. And I don't even know if I can do that, because that's going to be a whole lot of editing. But anyway, I think I'm going to try and get some more information on Govmint. I've been doing a little research, and the way they started is pretty interesting, actually. So I'm going to try and put that in the video as well. But as you can see, I mean, they send you with a book of American Eagles, which is, I think that's pretty interesting, and they give you years and all different designs of years for the Silver Eagle, and what else they got in here? It's like a Govmint magazine. That's pretty cool. Shows you all the products they carry, and you know what I also found interesting is not necessarily something I have the money for, or something that I'm interested in getting, but they have Renaissance coins and medieval coins and stuff like that are, thousands of years old. And they have Roman coins, which is really cool. I thought that was really interesting as well. They do Morgan dollars, but like I said, I really would not suggest going to them for Morgan dollars if you're planning on grading. If you're buying the already graded ones, they're fair priced. But if you're planning on grading your coins, then I really wouldn't do it, because quite frankly, they're selling them at graded prices, and that's just not right. I mean, both parties have to make money, and if they're not willing to do that, I'm not willing to buy the Morgans there. But other than that, very interesting tool to stack silver, and I'm happy I went with them and did this process. And anyway, guys, let me know what you. All right, guys. So this is really just me kind of giving an overall review of my experience with Govmint thus far. I told you guys I was going to do that, so that's what I'm going to do. That page here was just a kind of a bio on the founder and president. You guys can check that out if you want. I'll give you some brief bullet points, but essentially this is what their website looks like. It's just Govmint, Govmint.com. Very simple to use, and before we get into how to purchase, because it's fairly simple. It's not as nice of a website as some of the other big dealers, but easy enough to get through. But my experience from buying from them was very pleasant, and I went ahead and did some categories to rate them 1 to 10. Starting with my buying, first off, the purchasing of the product. The website's not great, as as I stated, but they have some great tools. Like the pay plan tool is really, really great. Depending on how much your item is that you're purchasing, it will kind of determine how many months you get to pay it off. But there's no interest, like I said, and this is completely zero interest. And mine I only chose. I could have done a 3, but I only did a 2-month payment plan. Cut the price right in half. Paid half first, and then I pay half at the same time next month. So for that reason, I'm going to give it an 8 because purchasing was really easy. My next category would be customer service, and I would rate that a 10 out of 10 all day because I have never experienced a customer service line like this. I mean, I called them because it was a pre-sale order that I did for the 2017 Eagles. They had not received them from the mint yet, or maybe they had and they just ran out and they sold out, so they were waiting for the other shipment. But either way, they had a date like APMEX does, and they had a date as far as when it was going to ship out. So I called them on that day to make sure that it was shipping out, because in past experience with APMEX and some other dealers, it doesn't always ship out on that day that they say they're going to, because they're a much bigger company, less personable for sure, and they don't really care if they go over, to be honest. I don't think so. I don't get that, I guess, image of them. I really don't think that they care whether they get their delivery dates on time or not. But regardless, I called them, and the guy was really excited to talk to me. And I know it's his job, but it sounded like he genuinely loved his job. And he was very personal with me, talked with me for quite a few minutes, actually, even despite my purchase. It wasn't even really about that. We were just talking, and that was a really great experience for me. So for that, I'm going to give them a 10 out of 10, because if I ever have a problem, I know that if I call them, I'm going to get that service, and that's just, you can't go wrong with that. And the next category would be shipping. I gave that a 9 out of 10 because it was very fast delivery. Once it did ship out, it was only about 4 days delivery. They're halfway across the country. Actually, they're on the other side of the country from where they shipped it from. So that was great for me. That was very quick. They used FedEx actually, which was a little different. I haven't received any silver from FedEx, but either way. Now the next category would be packaging. As you guys did see, wasn't too thrilled about the packaging, and it wasn't that it was packaged poorly, but it was just brown paper around the tube itself. And luckily the Eagles were in a tube, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. And I have seen some other unboxings which have more protection in them if they're just loose coins in sealed plastic, but I gave that a 6 out of 10 because I wasn't too thrilled about it. I would have liked to have seen a little bit better of packaging and protection for my coins. One thing worth mentioning, though, is that they do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you received it, you're not happy with the shipping, even if there's nothing wrong, you're just one of those people that I can't do this is aggravating, and you want to send it back, you'll send it back. They'll give you your money back. If within 30 days, you're good to go. If you see any imperfections on your coins, you're good to go. So that's one thing worth mentioning. And the last category I rated them at was quality of product. And I gave them a 10 out of 10 because, it looked like it was sealed from the mint, like they had received it, didn't touch it, and sent it out. And all the coins, I went through them, were completely perfect. I don't own any Eagles that are, it looked like they just had been cut the other day. So for that reason, they get a 10 out of 10 on that. And then just a little background of Govmint real quick is the founder and the president is Bill Gale on the first page that you saw. And I guess he's been nationally known for being a numismatist for over 30 years and is very well known in the industry. So kind of nice to know that somebody is behind the scenes running things with that much experience, because they do a lot of Renaissance coins and Smithsonian coins and stuff like that. So the experience helps there. It gives me a little bit of peace of mind. And just an interesting thing is, most people don't know. I had never even heard of Govmint before I bought from them. But Govmint is one of the largest retailers of rare and collectible coins. One of the most largest retailers of rare and collectible coin marketers in the country, and they do a lot of they have a lot of business. And I talked to the guy a little bit about this because I'd never heard of them, but apparently it's they just don't market too much. I mean, I guess advertising is an issue, but they obviously don't have the money that Amex and stuff has for advertising, so I guess that could be one of the contributing factors. But another fun fact I found, I didn't find this on their site, but I guess when the state quarters were released, the state quarter series that the government, the United States Mint ended up sending out. And once they released them, I guess Govmint.com, the company itself, was the original creator of the map books that you see. People were really big into collecting the 50 state quarters when you saw them in circulation, and then they wanted to fill that map. Well, they were the original creators of that book, so that's kind of interesting in itself as well. So I'm going to go show you how the buying experience actually works. So, I mean, they don't have as many options as the other big retailers are going to have, like Amex and JM Bullion. And really, actually, I would mark them as close as JM Bullion as far as the products that they carry. And I know they interchange a lot, so they do have a good selection. But as far as gold coins, I mean, they have the Eagles, Buffaloes, Liberties, the Indians, the St. Gaudens, and the gold commemoratives categories all the way through. They have other world gold coins too, but you'd have to go to World Coins itself and then look for the country you're looking for where it's originated from. But let's just go to Silver Eagle. Let's just say, what are they going to bring up? They have hundreds and hundreds of first release set MS70s, and I mean they have older dates here that you don't see a lot online. But let's just say I wanted to add or buy two, so I'm gonna add to cart. You can see they have the $206 a month for a 2-month payment. If my computer will load, there we go. And then I want to add. Let's go to Morgan Silver Dollars, and this is one of the things I was talking about as far as not buying their ungraded coins, because I've checked all these dates, all the mint marks, and if they are the grade they say they are, they're basically selling them at the price that you would get for after you grade the coin you wanted to sell it. That's basically what they're selling them for. They give you a little wiggle room, but I don't feel like that's fair. But I will tell you, I have checked the dates on a lot of these graded ones, and they're priced very, very fairly. I cannot speak tonight. So that's one way to look at it, I guess. It's not necessarily fairly priced as far as ungraded, but the graded coins for the collectors, I think you guys would, if you're not really into getting the raw coins and grading them and you just want to collect the graded already, very fairly priced here. So that's an option you could look at. Let's just say I want to add this, and I think that's a random date year is how they label it. Okay, so I got $470 in my cart. They have $235.18 a month for a 2 months with split pay. Now, if I go to a higher dollar amount, let's just go to gold, and I want to order a gold buffalo with whatever's in my cart already, but I think they give you the 3-month option even just with one gold coin. But let's just 2017 1 ounce gold BU. So now we're going to a 4-month split pay for only $444. So I mean the total is $17.79. You're getting 1 ounce of gold, 20 ounces of Silver Eagles, and a Morgan that's BU for $57. You get to pay it within 4 months. Now I mean that's probably a lot. That's a lot more than a lot of people are going to be able to acquire in 4 months when it comes to a full ounce of gold, especially a buffalo. Now, I have checked the premium on the buffalo is a little more expensive, and I've noticed that with their gold. But I mean, you're paying a little bit more. I think it's like $20 more or so. And you gotta understand too, they probably, because they don't have as many customers as Amex, they probably don't sell as much as Amex, even though they are rated one of the largest dealers in the country. They probably don't get as good as pricing as some of the bigger distributors. But either way, as I said, it's very, very simple. When you proceed to checkout, you can even create an account like I have and get updates for all their sales. Like you can see clearance sales, 60% off on selected items. I have noticed that the sales themselves are actually quite good. So they have a lot of proof sets, and they're actually the number one distributor in the world of United States proof sets. But yeah, so I mean, really great company, and the reason I'm doing this review is because, as I stated in a couple of videos ago, that we limit ourselves to, you know, some pretty good opportunities from buying from other distributors because they're not as well known, but really we could be getting better deals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do this for some other purchases as well, and I'm just going to try some of the other distributors that aren't as well known but still popular throughout the silver community, and I'm going to do reviews just like this on them. So you know, that's my thoughts on it, guys. Overall, I mean, I would, if I had to rate everything just overall, I mean, I'd give it an 8 or 8 or a 9, simply because the packaging I wasn't very happy with. But overall, guys, great company. I'm happy with my product, and yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. And if anyone's still watching, I will tell you, just now getting to this editing and recording on-screen videos and stuff like that, and I don't really have a mic yet for my computer, so sorry for the noise quality or the sound quality and kind of maybe jumping around on the screen a little bit. That's my first go at it. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys are having a great week, and as always, I will talk to you next time.